Imagine a kingdom where gold glitters beneath the soil. Cattle roam like living treasure, and foreign merchants sail across oceans just to trade with its mighty rulers. Welcome to the Mutapa State, Southern Africa's medieval powerhouse, where wealth wasn't just measured in coins, but in influence, tribute, and the rhythm of daily life. Chapter 1. Gold Beneath Their Feet. The Mutapa State sat atop some of the richest gold fields in the region. Mining wasn't just a job, it was a sacred duty. Families would pan rivers and dig shafts, guided by ancestral knowledge and the whispers of the land. Gold was the lifeblood of external trade. Arab and Swahili merchants, and later the Portuguese, came bearing cloth, beads, and ceramics, all exchanged for the precious metal. But gold wasn't just currency, it was power. The Mutapa kings controlled the mines, ensuring that wealth flowed upward like tributaries to a mighty river too. Chapter 2. The Kingdom of Cattle. Cattle were more than livestock. They were status symbols, currency, and spiritual offerings. Herds were used to pay tribute, settle disputes, and feed armies. Chiefs and kings received cattle as gifts, and in return, they rewarded loyalty with the same. Under a system called Kuronzera, subjects could use royal cattle for milk or labor, but they couldn't slaughter them. The king's herd grew through tribute, raids, and reproduction, a living bank that moved with authority. Chapter 3. Fields of Plenty. Agriculture was the heartbeat of the Mutapa economy. Millet, sorghum, and later maize filled granaries that never saw their basements, because they were always full. Communal farming, known as Nimbe, brought people together to plant and harvest. The king's fields stretched beyond where eyes could not see, feeding not just the royal court, but entire communities during droughts and famine. Chapter 4. Trade winds and tribute. Trade was both local and global. Internally, families bartered grain for iron tools, pottery, and salt. Externally, the Mutapa State was plugged into the Indian Ocean trade network. Ports like Sofala buzzed with activity as foreign traders exchanged goods for gold and ivory. Tribute also played a key role. Subjects gave cattle, crops, skins, and labor to the king. Even the Portuguese paid curva, a form of tribute acknowledging the king's authority. Chapter 5. Craftsmanship and Culture. From blacksmiths forging arrowheads to women weaving baskets and mats, craftwork was both practical and profitable. Pottery, iron tools, and woven goods were traded locally and abroad. These crafts weren't just economic, they were cultural expressions, passed down through generations and celebrated in ceremonies. Chapter 6. Hunting, Gathering, and Hidden Taxes. Men hunted game for meat, hides, and ivory, the latter being a prized export. Women gathered fruits, vegetables, and even termites. The state also earned income through court fines, taxation of traders, and fees from European merchants. Every visitor to the king was expected to bring gifts, a subtle but powerful form of economic control, a legacy of wealth and wisdom. The Mutapa State wasn't just rich, it was strategic. It balanced agriculture with mining, trade with tribute, and tradition with innovation. Its economy was a tapestry woven from the land, the people, and the pulse of history. So next time you hear the name Mutapa, don't just think of kings and conquests. Think of granaries bursting with grain, rivers sparkling with gold, and a people who turned everyday life into an empire of prosperity. Until next time, remember, the echoes of history still shapes our world today.